Hi, my name's Rick Wersch. This is week one of my vlog for evidence-based practice. So, starting off with the learning objectives, the first thing that it talks about is evidence-based practice, which I think is great. I really hate hearing people say, well, I'm doing this because we've always done it, or I don't know if this really works, but you can try this, things like that. I don't really like, especially when it can be harmful to the patient. Next is leadership. And we're put in a leadership position as nurse practitioners. People are going to look up to us for the answers and how we treat people. And whether you like it or not, we're in leadership positions. Which brings up, it talks about culture, and I think to be a good leader, it's good to surround yourself with different cultures and backgrounds. You only have one background if you rely on yourself to pull from, but if you have people from different cultures and different backgrounds, then you're able to pull ideas from all those places, making you better. Uh, Next is spiritual. People use spiritual as a way of determining what's right and wrong, but it goes more deeper than that. In healthcare, it's where people have acceptance of ultimately death. Next, goals. Ultimately, the goal for this class is to pass, but a step above that is I would like to get 90% on all the assignments. Work really hard to achieve that. It's less stressful to work hard and get a good grade than it is to worry about if you're going to pass the class. Last thing, experience and expertise. So I have a lot of experience in psych, I feel like. I've always taken care of the same patients, jumping from job to job. I started out taking care of handicapped people as for the state, and then I went over and covered the homeless shelter as an EMT, and then went over to the prison. And the funny thing is when I went over to the prison, there were people that had recognized me from transporting them in the ambulance. And then I spent about a decade there, and then I went to inpatient psych hospital, and the patients that I had there oftentimes came from prison or were going to prison, and they recognized me from the prison system. So it really changed my perspective and gave me more expertise on how these patients are in a revolving door of sorts, of where they hop from program to program and homelessness, and don't really get better per se because they're just pushed from area to area. I don't really have any questions on the assignment this week. I'm excited to watch everybody else's video. Thanks, bye.